Hi guys, welcome to Anila Dhami's Trending Topics. Now you might have wondered where I've been because I've not posted in a while. Well, I was working as a journalist for ITV News up in the northeast of England, and now I'm back in the south and back on your screens. And the talking point for today is transgender in schools. And that's because a secondary school in East Sussex has banned girls from wearing skirts in a gender neutral uniform policy. The Priory in Lewes says that it's trying to cater to its increasing number of transgender students, which is great that it's recognising, accepting and accommodating to its transgender students. And I really believe that uniform is a great leveler. You can't tell who has more money than another student. You can't tell who has less money. However, I am not buying into the gender neutral policy that schools are adopting. And that's because I believe we should be gender proud. Instead of eradicating differences and brushing over the fact that we should stop gender stereotyping, we should address those at hand. For example, if a girl comes into school wearing trousers, does that really address the issue that girls are not taking up subjects and pursuing subjects in STEM? I can't see the correlation. And actually, it's completely unequal to stop girls from wearing skirts, because surely that shows that the default is to wear trousers, which is what boys wear. So boys are the default, and the way that boys function is what girls should be adhering to. And actually, it doesn't cater to transgender at all, because it blurs out the transgender students. Because surely a girl who wants to wear trousers or a boy who wants to wear skirts, their identity as transgender would not be recognised in a uniform that was gender neutral. So what would be equal is to recognise gender differences, to stop gender stereotyping, and to let boys and girls wear whatever they choose to wear, so that they can be recognised as being a boy or a girl or transgender. And that would really be accepting transgender students and recognising each individual for who they choose to be. And that leads me on to the second story of parents of a 6-year-old boy on the Isle of Wight who have said they plan to legally challenge a school, Church of England school on the Isle of Wight, for allowing a boy to come into school wearing a dress. Now, the names are Nigel Rowe and his wife Sally. They have removed their 6-year-old son from the school after he came home confused because a boy in his class came in wearing a dress. They said that their concerns are the fact that other students will be confused, that it breaks the boundaries of what is supposed to be a girl and a boy, and because they don't want to encourage transgender at such a young age. Now, my concern is if parents are not accepting this, then what provisions are in place for children who pick up on their parents' views and then may go into schools and bully children who are transgender? What safeguarding initiatives will be put into place to ensure that transgender children are not bullied, especially when there's growing evidence of a rise in self-harm and suicide in transgender students? Those statistics come from the equality campaigning group Stonewall, who say that almost half of transgender young people have tried to commit suicide, and 8 in 10 have self-harmed. Those statistics are so big, so there's clearly an issue. And if parents are not teaching their children about these things, what will those children, how will they react when they do see these, when they do see transgender people, not only in school, but outside of school as well? And this confusion that they talk about, surely it's up to the parents to ensure that their child is not confused, and they explain in a way that they would like their child to understand transgender, because you can't blur out the fact that transgender exists. And the other thing is it's not just about the fact that they don't encourage it. Fine, don't encourage it, but what about not accepting it? The fact that they don't accept it is worrying, because we live in a society which is progressional and we want to continue that progression rather than hindering conversation. Transgender has existed for years, it's just now that we're able to talk about it, and it's important that we continue to encourage the acceptance of it. I'd love to hear your views and thoughts, so do leave a comment and let me know what you think.